Okay. I don't really like date time. Okay. Yeah. I mean, honestly, if I had any, that totally makes sense. No, I mean that totally makes sense. Like, there's people that have insane setups. Like I was looking at a company that makes computers that are for like content creators and streamers and people that game and like game on Twitch for a living, and they could be like $15,000, which is absolutely insane, I think. Because like 90% of Twitch streamers don't make any money. So we're working with what we get, which thankfully is it's performant enough. Yeah, how does art like it's that's cool that you're like independent for sure. Like I definitely cooler than like art's a cool profession to go into. But yeah, I imagine it's like I imagine the distribution's sort of the same. Like maybe 90% of artists don't actually make money as well, or don't make enough to really go like ultra professional and do whatever they want and like do stuff like upgrade their computer to the stuff to like what big companies are pushing and stuff like that. That's why I think that actually makes us better developers, because we're working within the constraints of our systems. So if it works for our systems, it works for everybody. No, I just love talking about stuff like this, so no, nice to bring it up. Hey, Eternal Neat. I'm shockingly little. I'm coming from a world of web dev where, honestly, like, it's so easy to make a performant website. Well, it's so easy to make a non-performant website, and I've only recently been trying to make like a very good performance website. I'm sorry that doesn't interest you. I'm trying to emulate like push notifications and messages. So if that does interest you, then and that's awesome. But yeah, no, emulators are pretty much out of my wheelhouse. Like, completely honestly. Yeah. Sorry to disappoint you. So messages, we actually did come up with a schema for this. Let's get. We have the ID of the message. we have the group ID, which is just like the notification group ID, and that's a UUID int as well. Then let's go back to our systems diagram. Yeah, I know. I probably can't. I can't please everyone for sure. That's not my goal, honestly. But my goal is just being here to learn. But okay, so we have a so ooh, didn't know that was the thing. Let's make this as big as possible. Okay, so we have read statuses for every person, which is great. And that's actually way more detailed than I wanted to get for a single type. But it's great that we got there. We also want to we want to know when it's created, because that's going to be different from the send time. We also want to know who's created by here. So, okay, one last thing. I don't know, I just get carried away with the schema design, and we're actually going to put this into, I don't know if we're going to use Supabase, but it's a Postgres managed database that's similar to, I mean, Postgres is similar enough to SQLite. Squealite, as Prime likes to say, that we're gonna, I mean, it's just, even if we don't use it for the actual storage, it's great for modeling. So we'll plug this in there. That's a succinct way to put it. Okay, we have enough of a data model. Let's just get the structs in place. I wonder if I could do both the data model and the structs at the same time. So I'll have this on my computer, which I guess is just an advantage. This stuff right here. But let's get it into code as Go structs. code. So let's start with messages. We have the ID, group ID. Topic description. Yeah, we let's, for consistency's sake, let's call sender just create. This is awesome. Like, I mean, even the Go formatter, like first class citizen, great job with it. Whoever made it for VS Code. Probably even better than like some of the HTML formatting that's been going on. Okay, we have created at by, created at. We have the read status. I don't know if maps in Go, so let's see that. Okay, I guess that's not first class citizen maps in Go. Let's see how that's supposed to work. Okay, we could use this. We could use I guess that works. That's just the description. So we have the group ID, topic description. Okay, we have everything we need for messages. It's gonna be it. Okay. Let's actually remove everything. So if we have convert datetime in a package, then are we just able to use it in a handler just from anywhere? Like, let's see. Convert datetime. But what about let's see, error handler. Can we do error handler? Or auth handler, I guess. No. Okay, so we do need a convert datetime function for every file. First of all, get out of here with the let's copy paste this file and make it for messages. To-do handler, let's revert this to we should be good in just a second. We just have a duplicate to-do list handler, so to-do list. We don't have oh wait, right, yeah. To-do list is our to-do list page. Here we go. That's what started it all, the title page. Where did the title page come from? Our to-do list template.go. Oh no, not .go. It's our just to-do list. So theoretically, if we rename this messages, then we can rename this message as well. Oh wait, yeah, we don't even need to go in here. We just go right back to the to-do views list. Make sure we save this as well. Let's go. And then let's do our start of the overtake message services. Oh, wrong file. Okay. There we go. Okay, so find to do place with messages. Here and everywhere else. How's our server doing? Get out of here, React land. Okay, I like how this is buggy as hell. So, we definitely have errors on like all of our pages, but they're not infecting the rest of our app, which is great. Just make sure we didn't mistakenly. What do other services do? So we have authhandlers.go. We have US as user service. We have user services spelled out completely. That's why. Okay, all right, we have a duplicate declaration of asking. HTMX. Go. And then our to-do handler is scot-free. Let's go. We're good. We successfully logged in. We're successfully on the server. We have to-dos and messages. And then if we edit this, for some reason we have a description over here. But then, okay, new message. We have a sent at date, sent at time. Let's get further on this screen for sure. How do you guys feel about AI powered development? Like, we know what we need to do. That's the purpose of planning everything out. Like, we got schemas, we have design diagrams, and we have a basic understanding of what makes code readable. So, isn't it right to use human autonomy to try and utilize AI as well to just supercharge us? Like, first of all, the template we got, it's not even my template. Like, I gotta give a huge shout out to Henry. It's his template, but aside from that, the whole point of this is just learning. And like, a huge thing I've come to terms with recently is code that just doesn't. You basically have to design in the hopes that your code lives forever, with a realistic expectation that, let's say, learning Go, learning HTMX, learning Tempo is a 6-month goal or something like that. It's around that time. It's definitely not like I haven't planned this years out. So it would be sort of foolish to expect that code created for a learning project, especially code when I'm like new to this whole ecosystem, is gonna last longer than 6 months or something like that. You try to make it that way, but how realistic is that? And so coming to terms with that realization actually frees you in a lot of ways. You get to it's like, oh, coming to like everyone's gonna instantly view your code as legacy code, and then 6 months down the line, you're gonna view your code as legacy code. So the person you're trying to design for, especially in an independent project like this, is current you. So for me, I'm currently fine with learning assisted by AI. I think that's one of the things AI can do. That's one of the best things, one of the best utilizations of AI, let's say. So that's definitely in the wheelhouse for this stream. We're gonna be utilizing AI if we can. So one of the things I basically want to I want to see how well that Gypsy can take a handler and a service like this and clone it from to-dos to messages if we give it schema. Just give it like a ballpark shot. Let's see how it will do. First, I want to... Actually, I don't really care about fixing this yet. Yeah, this is good enough right now. We can tap through it. We can go through it. It's not great for a phone user, that's for sure. So we'll come back to that, but this is like the only AI generated code right now, and if this is the way AI generates code, then it's going to be a mess. But we have a oh, cool. It's cool that it defaults to my current system time. Anyways, so be on the lookout for bad AI code for sure. I'm no stranger to that, but how am I going to be able to tell? I'm going to be able to tell because I don't know what I'm doing coding. Anyway, so I basically go off what works on the user experience side of things, and then try and reverse engineer that. So that's the same thing I'm going to be doing with the output from GPT. Okay, we have the struct. That's the one thing we did for sure with our messages. Pretty clear that we can follow the same pattern. Be right back. It gets dark really, really fast here. Like, it suddenly went from like just very bright out to me needing to turn on the lights, so that was that. Okay, so it should be like plug and play really easily. Like, let's see if it got the struct right even. Yeah, okay, that's basically the only handcrafted these days code that we have. So so there's no downside to trying and arbitrage what they wrote with our edition. It's almost like they want us to copy the code. They're like a first-class citizen. Okay, let's read through this. Are we shooting ourselves in the foot? It certainly doesn't look like it. But this is how we learn. We want to insert the So it's doing the same checks that I do. It's basically only inserting the values that are user generated. We have a notification group ID in the server. We must have that. The topic, of course, description, send time, and created by. Created at is that can be auto generated. Read status is automatically empty so far. There will be these are notifications, so ideally read status is an empty list. You know what, right now empty list is fine, but we can make it default to we can do that on the database level. On the database level, it defaults to all the user IDs. No, okay, we need to do this. We need to do this on the front end. This is kind of complicated logic, but really what we want is all user IDs of recipients in the notification group. A map between all the user IDs and their status just defaults to unseen. Okay, we want all of these. We don't just want ID topic and send time. We definitely want read edits. How we doing, guys? This is like final push territory, I think. Doing a few things that make message service continue to work. Okay. So we have send time. We also want all the m dot fields here. So we want all of these. Send time. Oh yeah, okay. Send time can be updatable. What else is updatable? So we have topic, message, send at. That's actually perfect. you know what? We don't actually need to use the status in case of messages, because we have a way more complicated status. You know what? What happens if you just replace these four? Nothing good. Screw me, I guess. Okay, we're just we'll leave the message handler for another day. We're basically at a good spot with message services. Just one last check. We can get a single message. We can get all the messages in our Andy notification group, like right here. Okay, so update a message, which actually works out very well, and delete a message by ID. Okay, that's fair. Yeah. At this junction, this is like replacing one file with a very successfully, and we can do the same to the other files very soon. Now, actually, you know what? Last thing we can do: make sure the server still works, and it does. Then we have to do some messages. Let's look for let's edit. This should be this action, right? Actions. Yeah, edit should be a deletes. Like, we're back to the same era at the beginning with this server. Did the server didn't crash, did it? Failing to build. Okay. Yeah, get rid of messages.handler.go, or just comment it out for a second. save these for another time. And let's see if it builds from like a very clean install. It does. So, I mean, we'll have some insanity here. Go back to our actual template and come full circle, edit, and no, edit is good. Delete is also good. Save that. Hot reload. Everything's working perfectly, and we'll leave it right there. That's a good state for our that's a good state for our new Git status. Git int. And then this is perfect. It's gonna give initial credit to Enrique Marine. But then we're gonna make our own repo. Let's see if we can move our what branch are we on? Main. Cool. Looks like everything's in order. You guys can see this you guys can see this here. Oh wait, no, just forget about that extension. That's just a preview of what you can see, and we'll get describes a little about what we're trying to do. And we'll continue with it for sure. Including making it like way more our own. But this was like a really good starter session, I think. Going from not knowing how to even start the server with major help from everybody here, like literally everybody who came to see it. Thank you. Had a great time today, and I hope it was fun seeing me learn. This should be usable as we build it up. Like, one of these streams will actually be hosting it, and then everyone can use it, set up our own notification groups, and it's actually going to be like a competitive, real usable messaging app. So I hope it actually becomes something very cool. I appreciate your guys' all support. Thank you all. Hope you had a good stream, and you have a good night. Peace.